Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And hello to everyone who's been watching this. My name is Muhammad Fudabekam Bacha with metri number 1213-228. Student from Usim, and we will be review about the around the movie named Madrasapattinam, which is Tamil movie. We consist that consists about something that we have been learning from the subject ACM 2053 Intercultural Communication. So we're gonna look on how much the effect the things that have intercultural that be related to intercultural communication in this movie. So let's get started. First, let's start with the introduction. Madrasapattinam is a movie of romantic and memories, which containing intercultural exchange of the old granny who went back to the India before her lifelong ages ended, where her mission is to return the hero belongs some kind of belongings of all items which have been handed to her during her old days meaning that her when she is still young in India. While traveling back to her journey, she been reminded by her own memories and her love life, which with the main character, which is the hero itself. We go to the synopsis. So let's start off with the synopsis. The synopsis is Madrasapattinam tells a story about a British governor daughters, which is Amy Wilkinson, who's traveled to the Madrasapattinam, also known today as Chennai, as she followed his family who stay in India. As someone who has never traveled to a foreign country with different culture and religion, or their self-belief, despite stepping into a foreign country, she's having a really good time by being assisted of the British Army and their translator. She met with the main character, who is also the hero of the story, Ilam Parity, during her way to her father's residences, where she messed with his action and starting where she stopped on the roadside to take a picture of the surrounding around. The story of their romance began when the hero, the party, stopped the moving car from crashing into his court. She amazed with his action and starting to search for him. After that, they start to meet with each other by the riverbank on the boat, where they try to talk with each other, although they are speaking in different languages. Day by day, they try to understand each other by learning each other's culture and religion, or self-belief, which in the end making them more closer and living happily. However, due to the independence of India in 15 August 1947, they have been separated and forcing Amy Wilkinson to return to the England, while she refused to leave Parity's side and decided to stay with him. In the end, her father was forced to take her by any chance, even by hurting the hero. In order to save Parity, she sacrificed her love to make sure the main character is safe and return to England with his father. Okay, next we'll be talking about the types of intercultural communication that we have here. First, from the language perspective, language is a principal method. This is what we call the meaning of language. Language is a principal method of human communication consisting of words used in a structured and conventional way and conveyed by speech, writing, or gesture. And number two is it was needed. It is needed and kept being using in our daily life because without it, people can't express their thoughts or feelings. The scene where I found it suitable to discuss this matter is when Amy passed by the public when she heard some of the Indians marching beside them by yelling something in Tamil, where she asked to the translator what they are talking about, while the one answering is Officer Robert Ellis, by saying they are yelling for independence, which they will never get. The number four, this shows us how important it is to understand the language the others are talking in order to respond or getting to know of things that have been said. So next one, number two is right. For the next one from the B1 is a religion. We're talking about religion perspective, where religion is the belief of trusting and worshiping something supernatural or something that extraordinary that is considered as God or many gods for other religious for other religions, sorry, for someone and ready to follow all the rules and laws. When they have their own belief, they are ready to abide by the rules and never break the rules. Sometimes they break it, but they're going to repent it. Number two is also one of vital part of human life, where they need something to hold them up so that they are feeling protected and never go astray. I'm ending into it and good in every segment of their life. The third one is there is a part of film where Amy was talking with Parity about some kind of thing after Amy gave Parity her collection of his photos, while Parity replied that he has nothing to give to her back. So suddenly Amy replied that he can give something that she has been dreaming of getting, which is the pendant called Tali or Tali. Tali lah. So Tali is a Hindu symbolic tradition in telling the people that you are already married. For in Hindu culture, or also from the religious perspective, when they marry someone, the male one need to tie the tali around the neck of his bride. So we continue as I mentioned. Because when a Hindu man marrying a girl, they need to tie the tali to his bride, which is on the neck. Sometimes they tie by the what we call this here, and also to his bride during their solemnization process, which means that Amy is trying to say that he ready or she gonna be his wife maybe one day. So the number six is whereas in other religion like Christian and Jews, there are no special symbol telling us whether they have been married or not. Although others are using rings as their signs of them people is not practically coming from their religious practices. So the next one is the third one that has been in the movie is ethic. It is a customary code of polite behavior in a society or among members of particular profession or group. It's usually been trained or taught by someone or learned throughout someone or by the books. Nowadays, people are taking this type of good things that can drive them to become the better person, and it will be better if all the people are taking parts and practicing it. The third one, the scene that shows this kind of happen when all the family relative or what I can say whole village of party come off to the governor's residence where Amy her parents' life after knowing that both of them, which mean Bertie and Amy Wilkinson, left each other and they came to seek the permission from the girl's family, which is the governor itself, to let their daughters come to them as Verity's life partner, which is meant by a wife, in other words. And this never happened in Western culture, where both families come onto a table to discuss their children's wedding, where most of the time they met their respective in-laws during the wedding ceremony. Although it has been applied by Muslims in their way of getting to know their in-laws, has still not been applied by other cultures as they were very awkward of this kind of thing. Why? This act is very good. Okay, next is a type of communication used in the movie. First, we're going to discuss about non-verbal communication. First, it happens when Amy and Officer Robert Ellis try to hold into the boat where she needs a hand of someone to help her entering the boat safely and stably. So the boat paddler holds her hand to help her in while being watched by Robert vigorously as he happened to get angry and furious with their action. So when he hopped in, he stayed on the paddler's hand until the peddler's hand I can say is really hurt him as the reaction and that he is furious with the angry with the head of both peddlers toward Emmy because she like Emmy and she don't like someone touching Emmy as well, so that's happened. That's why he is angry. And the next one is verbal communication. Where verbal communication is basically something that is shown straightly to what they want and what they have been asked for. Whereas in the scene where Amy asking Parity to meet her again after they are meeting in his village, where Parity show all the whole village to her. I said that the meeting him again will be a pleasure. Later on, they shown that Amy asking Parity in straightforward action, but she does not hesitate to ask him for another meeting. So, in the end, I would like to discuss about closing remarks or conclusion that can be stated from this review, where as this movie consists of many historic memories for old granny, which means Amy Wilkinson, who remember all of her past day life. It shows us how it is to have a good memory while making use of it in a good way, like Amy Wilkinson used his memory to find his lover in the end. As we want to understand people's thought and their culture, we need to learn about their languages and cultures, as it will be more easier for us to know and getting their understanding to us to what we want to understand about. And the third one and last one is never let someone step on you, as it can let you become weaker, more weaker, and not being able to protect yourself. Uh, and be strong while having the kind-hearted thinking. If it means that you don't need to be rude, but it is possible for you to be more strict while being good at the same time. So it will be more good. Like not being stayed up by British, even though it was wrong. So that's all from me, and thank you for watching, and thank you for having your ears on me. So see you again, sharp, and head up, and thanks.